Good morning. Welcome to Unity Richmond East Bay. It's a fine day.
Yes.
Happy to see all your smiling faces. Who's going to say the prayer this morning? I'm going to invite Jyoti up to say the prayer.
She's coming.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's so beautiful to be amongst you this morning. So let us just go to that sacred place where the spiritual part of our divine nature lives. And it is from this place that we offer this prayer of giving thanks. I give thanks to you, Creator, Mother, Father, God, spirits of the four directions, those above us and below us, and those that work right through us. You've brought us through a period of time now, these last few days, where many of us were able to be with family, our community, our loved ones, and really bring our gratitude into our prayer, to nourish ourselves and fill ourselves with good joy and hope and a spirit of giving thanks that ran through it all. Thank you. Thank you for the morning star that woke us this morning and called in the sun so that light of day could bring the new dawn with us. And as we woke and took that prayer breath that has been shared through since the beginning of this creation, then we filled ourselves with light so we could open our day and walk brightly lit. For truly, this is a moment of prophecy. This is a moment where prophecy has come down through many spiritual lines, and they're all saying the very same thing. Our Mother Earth is in a great change, and we elected to come here now and put our skin on so we can be in service to this great turning. So I give you thanks for that. I give you thanks that we woke up in our hearts so we could still our minds and open our eyes and ears and deeply listen to the instruction of this beautiful Mother Earth and the divine as it is weaving a whole new era for us on this planet as human beings. May we make good choice. Thank you for the moment that I'm sitting in here right now in this beautiful chapel filled with God's love and presence, with the good people that walk that way daily. I give great, great thanks for all that is and has been, for the grandmother that was dreaming this creation in and is still dreaming it today. I've been before you on my knee, grandmother, and I say, thank you. Thank you for the beauty of this dream you put in motion, this creation we are a part of. Thank you, Grandma, for your tolerance and patience as we wake ourselves so very slowly. Thank you, Grandmother, for dreaming the new dream where this Mother Earth's ascension will pull us into many, many years of light and blessing as we open a 26,000-year cycle that will be centered on unity itself. Oh, and for this, I give great, great thanks. Touch and look in the heart of everyone that's gathered here today. If there's anything heavy upon their hearts, I ask you to gently just pull it off, raise it higher, so those hearts can pop open and the intelligence of love can light our way. With that, I give great thanks. I give great thanks. I give great, great thanks.
Barbara's going to lead us in. This is the day.
Unity of Richmond East Bay. We stand for our praise song.
which is I focus on the goodness of life. And we'll say it together. I focus on the goodness of life.
I
Focus on the goodness of life. I focus on the goodness of life. And now we'll read the mission statement, which is on the right-hand side of our, whatever this is called. Sorry. Bulletin.
No problem.
And our mission statement is to love, to serve, to awaken. Together. Love, spirit, ourselves, and the world. Serve. The beauty of the Christ is expressed through service to one another. Awaken. We are one as God. Each of us is here to awaken to our divine potential. We seek to transform our hearts by the renewing of our minds. Knowing with God, all things are possible. And now we'll do the vision statement, which is below. Unity of Richmond East Bay is a loving, vibrant family that welcomes all people and accepts everyone. No exceptions. The following the path of Jesus and other spiritual teachers, we use emerging wisdom to cultivate a closer walk with Spirit, humankind, and ourselves. And now I will read the daily word. And today is the first Sunday of Advent, so that's what I'm going to read. Hope and faith. Part of what makes the Christmas season so magical is how we manage to light up the world, seemingly out of thin air. One moment we're settling into early, darker days of winter, and the next, lights begin to appear on homes and public spaces, inspiring awe and wonder across generations. While we may give little thought to the how of it all, most of us know from experience that it doesn't happen by accident. Behind the scenes is planning, coordination, and collective effort to ensure the lights are up and shining brightly for all to enjoy. This act of bringing light to a darkened world moves us deeply. Light becomes more than decoration. It becomes a symbol, a beacon of hope. It reminds us that we have enough inner resources to endure temporary darkness. We have the wisdom, imagination, and most important, the faith to move through this season that represents a new birth, an awakening or deepening of our Christ consciousness. Faith in particular plays an active role during Advent. Without it, we may lack the courage to embark on the journey of inner transformation that the season invites. Here we can take a literal page from the story of Jesus' birth. There is nothing in the narrative that suggests ease or certainty. Every character in the story steps into the unknown. And what we do not know or understand, we often fear. And yet, whether it's an angel's message or the light of a star guiding the way, faith is the thread that holds the story together. Faith is the impulse to trust that what we cannot see, what we do not understand, but somehow is calling us forward. It invites us to be more than witnesses. It calls us to be the conduits for the light of the world. Perhaps that's why we as light bringers take such care and pride in lighting up our world each Christmas. The glow stirs cherished memories from the past while also serving as a present-day metaphor. A single light can transform darkness into clarity, fear into faith, the unknown into the familiar. We matter. The light we bring into the world, expressed in the way each of us is uniquely designed to do, matters. This Advent season, may we resist the temptation to shrink in the shadow of fear. Instead, let us follow the courage of Mary, Joseph, the shepherds, and the wise men, who each responded to Spirit's call. Let us step forward in faith, trusting that the light we offer is exactly what the world needs right now. That's it. Well, it's very powerful, very powerful. And now,
We have a musical selection that's Only Believe. In their book, they only have one verse, and we sing 4. The first verse is I only believe. The second verse is Do you believe? The third verse is Yes, I believe. And together, number 4 is Yes, we believe. Did everybody get that? It's 152, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have those words. 152. When you're ready, Barbara, dear. Please stand. Do you believe? Those words are there. All things are possible. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. Yes, I believe. All things are possible. If you believe. Yes, we believe. And greet your neighbor.
now it's time for our prayer and meditation statement, which is also on the right-hand side, middle of the thing. We'll say it together. There is only one presence and one power active in my life, God the good, omnipotent. There is only one presence and one power active in your life, God the good, omnipotent. There is only one presence and one power active in the unity of East Bay, God the good, omnipotent. There is only one presence and one power active in the world today, God the good, omnipotent. I catch my breath. So now I'm going to invite our guest speaker up, and her name is Jyoti, and she's an internationally renowned spiritual teacher. She has cultivated projects that demonstrate ways of life that honor the earth and purpose. I forgot to say that she is a member of the 13 Grandmothers. As the grandmother vision keeper of Center for Sacred Studies, she co-founded Kamori with spiritual communities both in America and Europe, and we're very blessed and happy she's here to speak today.
I guess they wanted to come and greet you first. Because thank you for inviting me, for giving me the honor to share one of Earth's stories. And I'm going to go back a little bit in time with the amount of time that we have. There's much more and deeper dives we could go into each part of this story. But for me, I feel like it's a voice of the mother that started cultivating in each and every one of us a strand that comes all the way from our own roots of our family and all the way up until this present moment. Because we knew it was a prophetic moment. We knew that we had helped and served Mother Earth as she made an ascension 26,000 years ago, and then some. We knew that we needed to come and put our skin on and serve our great mother in the divine plan that is unfolding, that has been spoken about by many different lines of spiritual life, and all the original people around this planet carry a prophecy that says we are in that moment of the great, great turning. I'm going to elaborate on that just a little bit later. But if you'd allow my storyteller to come in, then what I would like to do is, first of all, give thanks for the way that you sang this morning and the good presence that is already here with us. May her voice be what you hear as I share this story. Because you know, what she said, what the elders tell me, is there's a story that stalks each and every one of us. And when we're ready to open, our soul is mature enough, ready in its own development, to open and hold its full numinosity, then it drops down into a steering, the awakening, and that story that was stalking swallows you up. All of a sudden, you're in presence of the mother all the time, for she lives in you. Yeah. She works through you, and you get to witness what she's doing with the grand story that she's making right now. So that should fill you with joy, and sometimes a little trepidation. But that moment when that other fear piece wants to come up, you just step back into your heart, because fear does not know how to live there. It only lives when we make it with our mind. And love is the main ingredient of this Mother Earth. Water. She's water, baby. Water is life. She has the elements of air and fire and herself that are always in motion with these mother elements. So going back in this story, first thing she said that you have to do is wake up. Do the work. Show up for the moment. Clean your mind and still your heart and heal those wounds we may have taken as we walked through life itself, or they came with us into this life, for this is the time of the great cleansing. In fact, the Kogi of Colombia, which I'm about to introduce you to, they say that we are finishing up the 13th year of the Great Cleanse. And it started in 2013, so if you look back at these years as they've unfolded, woo, she brought us a little deeper and a little deeper into this, so we were ready for the next part of this story. So wake up, she said. And then she said, I want to create communities that bring all diversity together, where all lines of prayer are welcomed, and that the community takes time to understand the protocol of each of those lines of prayer, because each walks a little bit different than the other. Each is aligned differently with the divine plan and with Mother Earth herself. But if we learn these protocols, then we can respect each other without crossing something unknown because we didn't know the protocol. So we got to take time to do that. Once you move into your community and you start working to build community, you're going to see that that is the medicine of our time. We really have to learn how to live together again. She's calling us back in the circle. She's asking us to do this work for her and for the time that we're in, that we said yes to. So we got land up on top of a mountain in 1995. My community and I have been meeting together for almost 5 years prior to taking on the care of this beautiful, we call her Crystal Mountain in the Sierra foothills, about an hour from Yosemite. Up our 14-mile logger road, elders would come to find us. We call them the original people, the original caretakers of this Mother Earth. In 1998, she had brought in ceremony and prayer one of the strongest missions that really catapulted us into the place where we stand right now. She said, I'm going to give you one of my most precious baskets. And in this basket are some of my most treasured jewels. Those jewels represent lines of prayer that go back to the original day. Do not mix them. Do not change them. Protect, keep them safe, walk them through the doorway of the millennia. I have something we're going to do. So up that 14-mile logger road, the elders of each of those lines of Earth Way would find their way to us and begin to initiate us in mother law. And as we began to move in mother law, nature's law, we began to remember ourselves and come back to ourselves, and we began to understand the protocol of Mother Earth that is weaved throughout all of her original peoples. You see, those protocols are love, heart, unity, reciprocity, collaboration. All life is sacred. Now we're in a period of time when you've got to really embody those protocols in order to walk into the new dawn. So we began to learn this protocol, and through almost 10 years, she would bring us through quite a strict and deep training in how to walk with Mother Earth, following the original way of life, where all life is sacred. We got to birth our children into this world. We got to grow them differently. Mother was all around them, and they had full contact with her, and they would run and kind of tell Russ and I, my husband here, who has also helped me and many others found our community of Kayumari that's now global. And we have land. We still have this mountain that we're trying to, it wants to go to a Mayan timekeeper. So we're in the process of helping hold that vision with him. But we also have land about an hour and a half out of Prague that turned 26 years old this year from the time we've been holding land there, though we were meeting as a community long, long before that. Community. Coming back to community. And as we began then to work with this basket, as we began to remember ourselves and come back to a way of life that Mother Earth herself has given us the formula to hold, we just forgot it. But we're waking up to it again. And our original people carried a strand unbroken through these turbulent times for themselves with so much courage and so much resilience, so much dedication to this Mother Earth. So they come to sit at our table now so they can help us know how to weave the tapestry of this new dawn. So we walked that basket through the millennia, and many in our community began to receive messages that were saying, it's time for our grandmothers to gather. And so we went, and I had this vision, and we were down in Gabon, and I would have a moment to meet with Bernadette Ribino and share with her the vision that was coming through our community and what we were holding. And she said, yes, I'm having a similar vision. And then I was down, I went from there directly to the Brazilian Amazon, where I talked to some other grandmothers there, and they said, yes, it's time. And so I came back home. How do I know which grandmothers you're choosing? Well, the way was, she said, to start with the seed of it all. The seed of it all is about relations. If you start there, everything always unfolds naturally. And so I wrote a letter to send it out across our communities, sharing what had come up in the vision, sharing what had happened to bring us this far, and asking them to go to their elders. And their contacts with their elders in the different places where they lived. There were 16 names that were brought to me, that I sat down and I wrote the whole story to each one of them, and it was sent out to each one of them, and 13 agreed to come. Now, we were meeting in New York for the very first time in 2004. We thought it was going to be one time. Mother always has a very different plan. So we arrived in New York, we lit this fire, and the grandmothers decided they wanted to become the International Council of 13 Indigenous Grandmothers, and at some point I became an ambassador for them. We ended up going around the world. The grandmothers demonstrated how you can learn each other's different protocol and how you can walk for unity and peace and gather in prayer and ceremony to remember all life is sacred. I went along with this for our whole community in support of what was happening, because remember, she was cultivating a prayer. Started with that wake up, started with developing community, started with this honoring of the grandmothers, and then she brought another seed, the holy seeds. And in this one, she called it the fountain, and later the mamos would call it the fountain for natural order of our existence. Didn't know what that meant either when it came. As we came through the doorway with the International Council of Grandmothers, we also opened up for the first time the Center for Sacred Studies, so we would have a way to share ceremony and teachings and learning. And as we completed that work and began to open to the fountain, it took me down to Colombia to meet with the 4 original peoples. The 4 original peoples, if you haven't heard of them, I've worked with 3 of the 4 at this point. I've worked with the Wiwa, the Arawaka, and the Kogi. Now they prefer to be called the Kagaba Nation. But when we went down there, I just took the vision as it had shown itself to me. And when I got there, I was going to go see Saga Carmen. The mamas are the men spiritual leaders, and the sagas are the female spiritual leaders. And to my surprise, when we got there, there were representatives from all four original people. You can watch a film called Aluna. You can get it on, I think, Netflix, but for sure YouTube. And it was a story that tells about how they came down about 35 years ago at the instruction of the Mother Earth. They were so high up in the La Sierra that many of them, and still do today, live in the original way of life that they came here with. It wasn't disturbed by this colonization process that touched so many around our planet, touched all of us, as we are recognizing that today. So we spent many days there. My sister, Loretta Frederer Cook, who's of Gualasu, out of the Black Hills, they call that sacred site the heart of everything that is. And they call the La Sierra Nevada in Colombia, they call that the heart of the world. So we have been called to the work of the heart of the world. That's how it's unfolding these days. So many memories along this trail. I'm sure each one of you may be able to speak about how Creator came to you in whatever form that was, and how it started to cultivate your life into the moment of service you're standing in here right now. So I'm thankful to be able to meet with you and share the dreams of the many, because there is a tapestry definitely being weaved right now. After we were there many days, they said, yes, Jyoti, it's time. The vision is correct, and you need to put this in motion now, and we want to sit with you. And so they've been instructing us since 2012. We go and get instruction from the Mother Earth in special ceremonies and ways that they consult with her that are from that original days. And they bring the instruction to us, and then we walk it out. And as we walk it out, the earth tells us more things we didn't even know was going to happen along that way. And we fulfill that. And as we do, we're learning how to restore these sacred territories. And we're learning how to allow that to happen so the regeneration of Earth herself can happen. So with that, I want to introduce you to the Kagaba, the Kogi people. They have a place high, I call it high at the top of the world. And I've been brought there twice now. Very honored to have been brought there twice. They made this video to explain to the world what some of the work is that we hold and are doing. Let's hope Granny can get this to start. So I just wanted to invite them into the room with us. I've worked now for almost 40 years with original people all around this planet. I have come to feel so humbled for the teachings that come through them and the way that they've helped us remember with so much heart, sometimes strictly, so we would wait to ourselves. But they walked with us, and some started that walk almost 40 years ago, and they're still walking with us now. So I'm thankful. As each of the original caretakers, because you see the sacred territories, the sacred sites are like acupuncture points on Mother's body. And as our history that unfolded itself, particularly since the late 1400s, when we cut our relationship with Mother and started on a path towards materialism, and let's take whatever we can, which has brought us to this moment of time we're in right now. And I often say to people, this is not a moment to blame and judge or point fingers. This is just the ending of a 26,000 year cycle, and endings look like this. And as the ending falls, there is a beginning pushing up through it all. And the Mother Earth is directing that push, that impulse towards the new dawn. You see, we're walking, our community's been walking with a prophecy called the Eagle Condor prophecy. Since really the beginning of our work, we didn't realize we were in service to it until some elders in Brazil started to point it out and tell us more of its story. But the way that the Eagle Condor prophecy, what it says right now, is that we are in this ending cycle. And they said this great cleanse in 2013, when I was brought down to a small group of original people from all over, they opened up this next part of the prophecy, because that's how prophecy is. And then you walk out and you serve that prophecy as that instruction comes. So as I mentioned earlier, we've walked these 13 years of the great cleanse, because now they say that enough of us did not wake in order to make this a little bit easier on ourselves as a human species, because Mother Earth's going to be just fine. This is her 6th extinction. She's done this 5 other times before, and many of us were walking with her even during that. And here we are again. So this is a moment of humility that we must take. And the way that they talked about it, that because enough of us didn't wake, that could have made this a little gentler. The ending falls into the beginning in 2026. It has always been that statement. And we're right here at that moment of 2026 and the ending, and we can see the ending. Now their instruction is, watch the ending as it falls, so you stay informed. So you can make strategic, mindful steps to bring the light of the new dawn through this all. And that's what we're doing right now. And that starting in 2026, as those that are pushing through into the new dawn, they are the ones that will embody those original principles I spoke about earlier. You know, heart, love, reciprocity, collaboration, unity, all life is sacred. They'd be embodying that as they carry this light of the new dawn through and into the new time. And now, starting in 2026, we are about to walk into 7 years that are going to be very challenging. So we must stay awake. We must work in our communities. We must lean into each other. And we must walk out the instructions she gives us into this new dawn. So I'm kind of excited about it, you know. I mean, most of the grandmothers I run around with, you know, we just say, okay, let's just get on with it. You know, it's like a baby's coming. The baby's already started down the birth canal. You can't tell the baby to stop. Mother Earth can't do that either. She can't negotiate anything anymore. She's done that up till now to give us plenty of time to get ourselves ready. So she's going to start big movements. And she's given each of the original people formulas for what she needs for the waking time she's in, the movement that she's in. I'm just going to mention one of these because I'm running out of time. But the one that she's got us working on with all of the preparation through all these years, like I just described to you, she has us now working in Colombia in the La Sierra, retrieving a 9-part broken body they call the golden body. And they say once this body is fully restored, in 2030 it will need to be fully restored, then that's when it will begin a vibration that's so strong it will be felt through all the sacred territories around her skin. So what they do in the La Sierra, the heart of the world, they do for all of us. They hold ceremonies, and they're doing regular ceremonies with many of of the wisdom keepers I walk with, holding sacred staff as they do these dances, these sacred pole dances. In September, they dance for 15 days, a little more, nonstop. They just finished 4 days in November. And they'll be in touch with me to let me know when the next one is. So they are preparing that pulse in the heart, sending it out to us that are holding ceremonies in our own lands. And then we hold ceremony or prayer, and we send that pulse back to the heart. So it's strengthening the heart, and it's strengthening the light and the energy in the web of life that goes around. So this 9-part woven body, it's a lot longer to tell you how we got in there, because I don't go looking for any of this. I'm walking along, and then all of a sudden I'm in the middle of this. But the 9-part broken body, the way they describe it is the first land trust that we got in order to give the land back to itself, back to the original caretakers of the Kogi. It was, they called it the brain memory. The second one was the ear sound. The third one was the eye light. And we're just completing the fourth one, which is the mouth, the golden tongue. And that'll be complete in December. And when it fully lands and it's back, the land is back to itself with the Kagaba in that position of original caretaker, then the golden tongue will start to vibrate, and it will already start to send good healing out to all the sacred sites. So I was so thankful we were able to bring this all about, so that vibration, Mother Earth could feel all that the many did in order to really respond to her need and the time element she'd given us. Yeah. And the next will be the golden heart. After the golden heart's the golden hand, the golden navel, the golden marriage of the masculine and the feminine as they learn and remember how to dance in harmony once again, and the golden feet. So that's the formula that we're doing, and at the same time we're working with these 8 sacred staff as a way of standing with the transmission of original ancestral knowledge to the next generation. And as we do that this summer through the solstice, I was present while other original nations did the same. So I felt like this tree of life that we're restoring, regenerating, bringing back into full luster. That tree, the root itself, had already begun to pour itself into that next coming of the new dawn. So to witness it, to be a part of it, is a humbling experience. But I hope I've shared enough this morning just so that you realize, or maybe just to remind you, or maybe we'll compare notes, however it goes within those that are here with me today. But the mother is opening a story. This is one part of her story. Can you imagine with the other original nations and the story she's given them to walk out, what tapestry she truly is weaving? So us grandmother's hearts, they say if grandmother's heart gets on the ground, then we're in trouble. But grannies I know, and I'm walking my 78th year around the sun, the grannies I know, they come and say, our hearts aren't dragging, they're up and we're moving.
Right.
So come on and join us in the march with life, with Mother Earth, with the divine creation that we get to be a part of. Because our grandchildren, children's children's children, we really want them to walk in this creation. So I know, Karsten, you gave me some times, and I hope I know I've gone a little over maybe, but should I open it up to questions here, or what's the best you guide me in the next part of the time you have allocated?
So I think what we can do is gather together afterwards for our fellowship, and we can ask some questions. But I just want to, number one, thank you for being here, and just share a little bit with the community, with you standing here. Just share a little bit about how to soak in this energy. What I was feeling, and sitting back there, number one, Did anyone else see the aura around her that was just glowing as she shared, this beautiful light that was around her? She shared a lot of information, and sometimes it's difficult for it all to sink into our intellect, but know that energetically, she is reconnecting us with the divine feminine, which is our physical bodies that are part of Mother Earth. And what I invite each of you to do is take what you've heard today, rewatch this video on YouTube, and as she talks through what she just shared about this golden body that's activating, allow yourself to feel it as it moves through you. Reconnect with Mother Earth. What we teach here at Unity is so consistent with these teachings because it's simple. It tells us that that divine energy is not up here in us trying to figure it out. It's right here, right now, present in our bodies, in nature, in Mother Earth. When you talked about the trees, talk with the trees, talk with the animals, be with nature, get out of your head, move into your heart, follow the breath, which naturally moves through. She and the work that they've been doing, these divine grandmothers, they're simply reminding us of who we already are and where we're going. And I love what Lenora read this morning about the Advent, because it connected so powerfully with the faith and the trust. It's letting go of what we think we know, because that's the old colonial stuff, that we've got to take control of everything. Mother Earth is here for us to use. No. It is the opposite. We are here as part of Mother Earth, a conscious part that is now becoming aware of our divinity, of our connection. So let's close our eyes together. Take a deep breath, and as I stand here with Jyoti Ma, I'm feeling that divine connection of the masculine and feminine coming together in the knowing that we all hold both within us. It is the ability to create. It is the polarity between those two opposites, which allow us to choose, not from a place of fear, but from a place of trust, compassion, faith, love, all the things that Jyoti shared. The things that make us feel good. So as we tune into this feeling center, we recognize that this is connected to the divine feminine that invites us to listen to the heart and let go of the stories that tell us we're separate and we're not connected and somehow we have to take charge or control. No, we need to let go and open to that truth. Thank you.
Very well said. Thank you. Thank you all. Have a blessed day. And you can start simple in the morning with a glass of water. Go out to meet the sun and say thanks for the day. And as you do, let your heart say the prayer it wants to put in that water. And when you finish, you can pour it 4 times on the earth. You let her drink first, and then you take 4 drinks for yourself. And you can share it with your 4-leggeds that are there with you in prayer, or your family, however that wants to go. It's a beautiful way to start the day with following the water of life and gratitude. Thank you for the brilliance of who you are and the inspiration you brought to the fire this morning. It heated me up a little bit. Thank you.
For our musical selection, we're going to do the new thought, Oh Happy Day. And that's Oh Happy Day, Oh Happy Day. Spread peace. It's not in the book. Got it here. Spread peace and love. Be a blessing today. Would you say spread peace and love?
Spread peace and love.
Be a blessing today.
Be a blessing today.
Spirit teaches us.
Spirit teaches us
To love.
to love,
Share and pray.
share, and pray.
And live rejoicing
And rejoicing
every day.
every day.
That's the whole song.
So now it's time for the blessing of our tithes and offerings. So if you'll take your offering and put it in your left hand, cover it with your right. And on the right, the bottom of the right-hand page is what we say.
Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. For by the Lord of love,
I prosper right now.
when
Right now.
We take in these gifts as seeds that blossom. All that we talked about today, these seeds that come through us are potent, powerful seeds, so we know that they are not only blessing our individual lives with abundance and with all the joy and goodness and kindness we talked about, they are blessing this community, they are blessing the Center for Sacred Studies and all the work of the 13 grandmothers, and they are blessing the world at large. We know this, we feel this, and that faith and trust that we have now is the potent fertilizer that allows more. Amen.
last time.
So now it's time to bless all our visitors and guests. Thank you, Jyoti Mom and Russell, for being here.
Yes.
And I just want to say something off script. You kind of mentioned that there are other groups around the world doing the same, and I'm part of one of them, which is called the Oneness Movement. And it's kind of the same timeline. And what we're doing is also its numbers, 81,000 people together. We can cause a shift.
Yes.
And the shift is to have caused this love, joy, and peace.
Yeah.
And so it was really wonderful to hear that. And I think that's why I feel so emotional today, because when I watched that film, it was like, oh, it's like I've dropped farther into my heart. So thank you for being here and blessing us today.
Yes.
And blessing the world.
Yes.
And thank you all for being here and doing that. And then that's what I felt when I first came into this building, which is maybe, 2 years ago. I could feel the love here and the goodness and spirit. Ooh, I'm just getting shivers right now. So thank you, God, for being here and blessing us all. And thank you all for connecting and walking the walk to bring peace and love. So thank you. And I don't know of announcements except, are you going to do it?
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Wonderful, Lord.
First of all, once again, I want to thank Lenora for her heart. We feel it every Sunday when you get up here.
Yes.
Because it doesn't matter if you're off script, you don't get everything right. Your heart is what we feel, and that's what's so present in this community. And I want to, number one, thank Jyoti Ma for being here and blessing us here. We've got to have her come back, because clearly she's got more to share with us. And what I want to share is we've got the YouTube, we've now got YouTube streaming every week. And so it's there on YouTube. So I want to invite anyone who's watching us but hasn't been here with us in person to come and join us. It's one thing to watch us through these wonderful devices. We love that we have them. But to be here in person is powerful. And because the whole world and Mother Earth herself is in this evolutionary thrust, we don't know how our community is going to evolve. And we've been having some challenges lately with people coming and being able to keep the lights on and keep going. But we have faith and trust that that's partly how Mother Earth always works. Things blossom and grow, and then things get slow so we can go within and trust that new things are blossoming. So please trust your heart, be willing to join us here or any, as Jyoti Ma talked about, community as you come together in that energy of divine spirit. We are doing the play of Mother Earth. We don't have to make it work anymore. It's not difficult as you let go of the struggle that up here tells you, based on collective consciousness and misunderstanding of that colonial energy, that there's never enough, we've always got to get more. When we stop and breathe and connect with that spirit, we realize we already have everything we're looking for. And that's the power of spiritual community. And that's the message of Mother Earth. It is all already given. So as we celebrate that, and we know that, we've got a concert coming up on the solstice, on the 21st, a Christmas concert, our holiday concert. We'll be singing and having a potluck at the first of the year, the first or the second Sunday in January. We will be having our town meeting where we need to vote for new board members, and also talk about the vision for this community moving forward. And I'd like to invite Jyoti Ma, if she's available on that day, to come and join us. We're going to be inviting Brenda Wade, Dr. Brenda Wade, who is also one of our wonderful guest speakers and is part of this community, because we really want all of you, and anyone who's never been here before but you're inspired by what you're hearing today, come and join us. Put in and help give your vision of how we see this community and the world itself coming into a world community moving forward. We have this wonderful space here. We have that wonderful space in Guerneville, the Center for Sacred Studies. So there are wonderful opportunities out there for people to connect on deeper levels. So that's what I invite. And with that said, let us come together and sing our peace song.
protects us. I am that power. The presence of God watches over us. I am that presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Praise God.
Feel free to join us and have some food for fellowship and then but we will pass it
I said to myself,